So you're one of those people that forgets your ideas all the time, aren't you? You're like, well, how the heck do I know, Tony? If I forgot my idea, I'm not going to remember that I forgot it, right? Well, let me give you some examples. It might help you recognize what I'm talking about here. So remember that time you woke up in the middle of the night with this amazing idea and you're like, oh man, it's so great. You're so amped up. But instead of taking the time to write it down or log it somewhere, you went right back to sleep. Then in the morning you get up and you're like, oh, what was that idea? Oh man, that dream I had was so crazy, and but I can't remember what it was. You knew you had something, but now you can't remember what it was. So now you're stuck there forgetting your idea. Or how about that time when you're driving down the road and you're like, oh, that'd be brilliant. That's amazing. You're like, I'll write it down when I get home. And then from all the time from where you had that idea till the time you got home, you forgot about it. Never wrote it down. It's another example. Or how about that time you were in the shower? You came up with this amazing concept. It's going to revolutionize your business or your career or the world. And then when you get out of the shower, you get ready for whatever you're going to do, you get dressed, and all of a sudden it's gone. That's what I'm talking about. So it's very important. Most of the greatest minds in the history have had some of their best ideas from dreams, from naps, from showers. The key is write them down right away. You know, keep a notepad and pen next to your bed at night. And yeah, it might stink. You don't want to wake up the spouse or the significant other, so grab your notepad, go into the bathroom or something and turn on the light and write it down. Get up and do it. Yeah, it might be hard for you to get back to sleep, but guess what? The idea is worth it. Same thing when you're driving. Now, this is preferably if you have a passenger, but I like to keep voice memos because you can do it with a couple of touches, and if you have CarPlay like me, you can do it from just your screen, but hit the voice memo or send a voice text to yourself so you don't forget it, so you have that idea. Same thing with a shower. Keep a notepad on the counter outside of the shower. As soon as you get out, write it down and focus on it. And the other key of that is now that you've written down all these ideas and you're taking advantage of that piece of it, schedule some time, whether it's once a week, once a month, to go back over your idea notes. Because even though you've written them down and that's the first step of the process, you're still going to forget about them. So when you go back and review those notes, you're like, oh, that's right. That was such a great idea. I need to do that. I'm going to set a checklist item for myself. So next week I do that, or tomorrow I do that, or today I do that. So remember not to forget your ideas. Make sure you write them down. Write them down as soon as you can so that they're fresh in your mind and you can take advantage of them, because you never know when you might have the next brilliant idea that leads to your success and happiness. That's what I got for you. Always remember, never forget to be schmaltzy. Take care, my friends.